guys, welcome back to our channel. Today is Bible study day, and today's Bible study is going to be in Proverbs, more specifically Proverbs chapter 2 verses 1 through 11. So to start us off, we are going to read those verses and then we're going to break them down and talk about them.
Proverbs 2, 1 through 11 says, "My son, if you receive my words and treasure up my commandments with you, making your ear attentive to wisdom and inclining your heart to understanding, yes, if you call out for an insight and raise your voice for understanding, if you seek it like silver and search for it as for hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk in integrity, guarding the paths of justice, and watching over the way of his saints. Then you will understand righteousness and justice and equity, every good path. For wisdom will come into your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will watch over you, understanding will guard you."
Okay, so to start off, we need to talk about what Proverbs is, I think. And so the books of Proverbs were written to instill wisdom in God's people, and that wisdom is found through fear of the Lord. The writing in this chapter is set up in a if, then when sort of way. So if you do this, then you'll get this in return.
So the first 4 verses are if verses.
Verse 1 says, "If you receive my words and treasure up my commands with you." So this one's talking about how wisdom is available to those who understand the value of that wisdom. If you know the value that God's wisdom can have on your life, then you're more likely to seek that wisdom.
Verse 2 says, "Making your ear attentive to wisdom and inclining your heart to understanding." So this one was a little bit more hard to understand, so we found this commentary on BibleStudy.org, and I'm just going to read what the commentary says.
It explains it better.
Once wisdom is properly valued, both the ear and mind are captivated by it. Apply thine heart. The heart commonly refers to the mind as the center of thinking and reason, but also includes the emotions, that will, and thus the whole inner being. The heart is the depository of all wisdom and the source of whatever affects speech, sight, and conduct.
If you want your heart to understand, then you want your whole being to exude the wisdom of God. Then verse 3 says, "Yes, if you call out for insight and raise your voice for understanding." And then 4 says, "If you seek it like silver and search for it as for hidden treasure." So when we cry out for knowledge, when we cry out to God for knowledge and wisdom, it shows our passion and our desire to know and apply the truth of God. Verse 4, when it talks about seeking it like you would seek treasure, I think that one's kind of self-explanatory.
So that just really means to search for the wisdom with all your heart.
Yep.
So if you have the mindset of verses 1 through 4, then verses 5 through 8 is the outcome of that. Verse 5 says, "Then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God."
Excuse the children screaming in the background.
So the first thing that you will find when you seek wisdom is the fear of the Lord.
And from that comes wisdom, and then also the understanding. Proverbs 9:10 says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of all wisdom."
For us to live righteously, we must know what God expects from us, and we find that in his words.
And if we are filling ourselves with his words, then we'll be able to discern and do the things that are right in the sight of God. Then verse 6 says, "For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding." So from him comes knowledge and understanding. So the knowledge that we get and the understanding and the wisdom that we get is a gift from God.
James 1:5 says, If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him.
Verse 7 says, God stores up wisdom for the upright. So he's got like a storehouse up there full of all this wisdom that he's just waiting to give us. And all we have to do is seek him with diligence and want that and ask him for it. And he's more than willing to give it to us. And then it goes on to say, he's a shield for those who walk in integrity.
God's wisdom can bring peace and protection. Verse 8 says, guarding the paths of justice and watching over the way of his saints.
So if you seek knowledge and ask God for knowledge, and in return he gives you that knowledge, and through the knowledge that he gives you, in a sense, he's kind of watching over you because he's given you the knowledge you need to protect yourself. And I say you because saints refers to those who have been justified through Jesus. Verse 9 says, then you will understand righteousness and justice and equity, every good path.
So through this knowledge, you will understand which path is the right path to take in all circumstances.
And if not, you can ask God for more knowledge and wisdom. The last two verses are 10 and 11, and they say, for wisdom will come into your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will watch over you. Understanding will guard you. Once you experience wisdom from God, knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. And we become aware of the advantages and the insight that God gives us through his wisdom.
Wisdom from God takes root in the heart and protects those who embrace it.
So in a sense, the Lord will watch over and protect the saints or his people through the wisdom and the understanding that he gives them. This can take place only whenever you fear God, value his commands, and seek after him like you're searching for treasure.
So if you guys are ever in a situation where you're needing to seek knowledge or wisdom,
I would encourage you to always do that, though. You should always be seeking wisdom from God.
yes.
It's never a bad time.
If you feel like you just don't know what to do, go back to Proverbs 2 and read through that, and it's pretty much step by step what you should do to receive the wisdom and knowledge from God that you are seeking.
So that's it for this Bible study. We hope that we helped in some way. We hope that you guys got something from this. I had personally never read that chapter.
I might have heard it, but
yeah,
I haven't studied it.
Yeah, broke it down and actually studied it. So I learned something too. I don't know if she did, but anyways, that's it for today.
If you guys want to be notified whenever we upload videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell.
And if you like Bible studies like this, hit the like and leave us a comment and let us know what you like about it or how we could modify it so that it would be something that you liked better.
Or if you have any ideas for a Bible study, put that in the comments too.
Yep, we will be more than willing to do that. We love you, we hope you have a good day, and we hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.